just starting. 2024 is the beginning of the cycle. The next 4 years, we're going to see massive innovation. Then we're going to see a bust. Just like the 2000 bust, just like the 1986 bust, just like the 1958 bust after the 54 to 58 with the mainframes. But from that bust, you'll wipe out a bunch of pretenders, but the real winners will emerge. And we'll know 5, 6, 7 years from now which structure we're moving to. But the next 4 years, the amount of innovation, the amount of building, the amount of fun we're going to have. So to bring it back to positive, right? We are days away from the beginning of the most fun 4 years we've had for 14 years, right? Not since 2010, when you had the solo-mo boom, and the next 4 years of social media and connectivity and carrying this around 100% of the time was awesome. In 96 to 2000, some people weren't around, but I was there. So much fun. I had so much fun from 96 to 2000. And then 2000, 2002 wasn't much fun. But on the other side of that, the companies that were built, this is the time. And this next 4 years in the digital space, in the digital realm, it's going to be unbelievable.
Welcome back to Crash and Edy. I'm Edy. No crash today, people. But we do have something kind of special. We're going to do, after much demand, not really, but I know you guys like crypto. Crypto videos only, I'm realizing. My degenerate fans. So we're going to do a cast review today. We are going to do a little bit of a cast review, get you guys updated. Our last one, which I did with Crash, and I'm not blaming him at all, was pretty pathetic. So today we're going to take a little closer look at cast, talk about a couple things, get you guys up to speed. Check out Core. What is this? It's not Corium. It is Core. We'll take a look at that for a brief second because it's up so much. But we're going to focus on cast today, people. So stay tuned. Hit the like and subscribe. Spread this video all over the place. We are still one sub away from a giveaway. Look what's up today, people. This is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes only and entertainment. Mostly on the entertainment side, but hopefully you'll get educated a little bit. Flare's up 8.9 percentiles. Songbird isn't even on here because it's too tiny. But yeah, so this one you guys should realize is, I think it's Juniper, is it? What do we got? Jupiter, my bad. Juniper Networks. This one is a DEX and it's a Solana DEX. So you may have noted when that one came out, and it hasn't been out that long, maybe I want to say a month or two, Solana started to fly. Basically, it's the meme coin pumping machine behind Solana, so that's an interesting one. We might take a look at that one these days, but today is going to be about Cast, so let's get to it. So, Kaspa, let's take a look here. So yeah, let's take a look at CoinMarketCap. We'll look at Kaspa. The markets are kind of flattish. Ethereum 3,500, XRP 62 centavos, Bitcoin 70,000, almost on the head. Doge 20, SHIB 4 zeros and a 3. So, not doing too much. It's the weekend. It's Easter weekend. Happy Easter, everyone. Jesus Christ. So, let's take a look at Cass. Cass was, when I started following it, it was under a penny. Call it luck, call it skill. We're not going to get into the backstory today, but not often do you have a 30x. And you know what? It makes whatever that token a little bit near and dear to your heart. So I really like Cass, but here's the reasons why. Okay? They kind of replaced Ethereum with the proof of work angle. Ethereum, at the time that this one started to heat up, Kaspa, it went to, let's go to the 1 year chart here. Ethereum went from proof of work to proof of stake. I don't know if you remember that, because they couldn't scale proof of work, period. They could not get their fees down to reasonable levels without that. So, and Kaspa has been around for a while. It's been around for, let's see, looks like June of 23 is about how far back it goes. The low is all-time low 301699er. All-time high 1894. So, and Kaspa rose like assets will do on occasion, and it kind of tips you off, is they will rise right through a bear market. It doesn't matter. And I've seen stocks do it. I've seen crypto do it. Kaspa was one of them that did it. Went right through a bear market and is where it is today. So this one is their underlying tech. I mean, the basics of it is, at a real high level, is they put through multiple blocks at once. So one block is really, the next step is going to be 10 blocks. Okay, they're about to launch that. You know, another thing they just did, and it's not quite live on the mainnet yet, I don't think, but it's coming very soon. And it's part of, I think, the 10 block thing is going to be soon after. They rewrote the whole code base in Rust, which is a language, a coding language, and it's more machine based. So, is my understanding. I'm not a coder, but I've dealt with a lot of them, and I know languages somewhat. I've never coded in Rust. But instead of Solidity that Ethereum uses, they use Rust, which is very accepted. It's a lot easier to code in, is my understanding, and it just plays into like the highest, fastest, most sophisticated tech, is my understanding. So really a smart move, and it took them, man, I want to say 6 months to a year to rewrite the whole thing in Rust. So it's a pretty big deal. This team they're pretty dedicated. They were fair launch. There was never an ICO. They have a maximum of, where are we at here? 28,700,000,000 tokens. They already have out there about 80% of that. So 23.18 billion is already out in the market. But it's proof of work. Bottom line, they use something called GhostDAG, and they do some unique things with orphan blocks, orphan blocks, I should say. do your own research, dig into it. It's very interesting tech. Bottom line is they're pushing through multiple blocks at a time. So it's going to be lightning fast. It already is very fast. But granted, there's not a lot of volume and they're not doing a lot of stuff. But they want it to be a currency, like a true currency. So they're going after some countries that are apparently using it. It's fast enough to be that. So it's interesting. I mean, they want to get to, I'll just read this. This generation of Nakamoto consensus allows for secure operation while maintaining very high block rates. Currently 1 block per second, aiming for 10 per second, dreaming of 100 per second. And minuscule confirmation time is dominated by internet latency. So it's going to be as fast as the internet is. It's already very fast, also very efficient, electricity wise, power consumption. So there's a lot of advantages to this. There's a reason that it shot up from, sub 200 to right now today, and it's just kind of hovering around 13.5 cents. It's at 45. It's been up close to 20, top 20, and I think eventually it's going to end up being in the top 10. Their tech is really good. The guy that created it, Jonathan Sablinski, I think is his name, something like that. He was involved with Ethereum at some point, or Ethereum put some of his, or quoted some of his work in their original white paper. They didn't go with it, which I think was probably not the brightest move, but where is he here? Really? They don't say his name in here. Alright. Jonathan. I know it's like Jonathan Saplinski, I think is his name. Oh, there it is. Jonathan Saplinski, yeah. He's the founder. Postdoc CS at Harvard. There are major connections with this token. It's fascinating, but I just look at their tech, and it is proof of work, and I used to think proof of work didn't work, but it actually can work, so it's interesting. It should be scalable. They're working on smart contracts. A lot of stuff going on here. So let's take a look at their Discord real quick, because this is interesting. Boy, I hope you guys didn't catch that. Technical difficulties, but okay. So here is Kaspa's Discord, and let's see, they have some. This last announcement is pretty big. This is pretty big. Okay. This amazing news, folks. The establishment of the new Kaspa-oriented entity, the Kaspa Ecosystem Foundation, has just been announced. The Foundation's vision is to foster the Kaspa ecosystem's development, adoption, and sustainability. So basically, they started a foundation to push Kaspa forward, which really all these blockchains do, because they're decentralized, so they don't control the blockchain at all, but they push forward different initiatives for the blockchain. So it's a pretty big deal. They usually get a certain amount of tokens. Let's see here. They're going to provide research grants, developer attraction, incubation for innovative projects, as well as foster collaboration, education, and awareness. The first phase of the initiative will be funded by Ice River Minor Ventures and support from OKX Ventures. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so they bring in these, an ice miner that's probably the main miner supplier for miners for Kaspa. We might take a look at them down the road, but basically they bring in, this has to be done from someone other than like the coders and stuff. So as far as funding, so that's interesting. Eventually, which is what they've been doing to date, they've basically been raising funds by big people that hold Kaspa, donate Kaspa to get different projects done, like different coding, like rewriting Rust and, smart contract stuff, all that. So the board of directors will be made up of representatives from various Kaspa-centric companies and personalities. See the list in their tweet. Company Medium article. Okay, so could take a look at that, but probably not gonna. You guys probably aren't. If you are, if you want to go deeper in on this, drop a comment along with your like, and we'll take an even deeper look at Kaspa with this. So yeah, I wanted to. This is a fascinating token. I don't want to make this video too long, but again, this is not financial advice, just for educational purposes. I personally think this is a pretty amazing token. It's on the higher spectrum as far as quality goes. I've watched the team evolve. Here's like funding pools. If you're interested, take a look at their Discord, get connected with them. Like here, collection goal 500,000 Kaspa, deadline February 9th. So, and they've met like all these. They'll put out a raise and they get it. So it's interesting. This one is available on Uphold. It's not available on many of the exchanges like Binance, not available on Coinbase, not available on. It's available on KuCoin. KuCoin's getting hit with some stuff from the SEC now, so they might be pulling back, but actually, let's take a look at what exchanges they're on here real quick. Since I got you. Oh, they've picked up a little bit. They got 6 pages now. KuCoin, CoinX, Bybit, DigiFinex. Some of these, Coin One, what it is, like a lot of these tokens, you can't get them in the U.S. It's like they basically shut out. It is available on Bitrue, so that's a good exchange. Mostly they shut out the U.S. for these tokens. It's like they intend to do it until they get up there. I have a feeling right now there's large exchanges accumulating so that they can make a market in this, like a Coinbase. They're going to have to do, I believe, a hard fork once they do the Rust rewrite and when they get into smart contracts, which are going to be coming. It's kind of lights out at that point. Let's check out one other thing that is pretty cool here. Okay, so this is cast.fyi. I'll drop a link for this. This is a really interesting site. you can get on here, your TPS, transactions per second. This is the rewards that you're getting per block. How much has been mined, the hash rate. I've watched this hash rate climb from single digits up to 203. So it's just getting stronger and stronger, this network. Blocks per second. And I just saw it, now it's at 1. I've seen it over 1, but this is where you're going to get, some interesting statistics. So, I'm not sure what this DAA score is, but, they have some interesting statistics on here. So, let's see here. Here's top addresses. You got your crabs, which is 100 to 1,000. They have 59,954. All the way up to Aquaman, they don't have any of those. But like whales are 10 million to 100 million. Kaspa, that's 222. They got some humpbacks that are 100 million to a billion. They got a lot of dolphins, 16,430. That's 100K to a million Kaspa. So, and this just kind of continues to grow. It's very early for this token. You know, there's not really any real world use of it right now, but so I mean, it's, like anything, super risky, but it's growing. And here's the emissions schedule, and this, let's see here, how does the emission work? It is, yeah, it goes down every month. Instead of a halving, it goes down every month. But it basically is equivalent to a halving. So current rewards 123 Kas per block, which, what is that? Let's see, 123 times, let's say, 13.5. So it's about $16.60 per block. So apparently you can make money doing it. So, but of course, Kas has exploded in price. I mean, it used to be pennies, and now it's more pennies. So you're looking at 13.5 to, the high was 18. But during this bull run, I mean, they got a lot of good news that's around the corner. I think if that comes out, it'll be interesting. This is circulating supply aging. Addresses by USD balance. Okay. So 23,000 of 10,000 or more. I mean, it's a little guy. Hash rate, this is huge. Hash rate's got to keep going up, and I think it is. So interesting stats. Kas.fyi is this website. And we'll take a look. I'll drop that below so you can take a look at this. It's got all sorts of interesting info. So that is, I want to do a little bit better of a review. That's still at a pretty high level. We'll review Kas now and again, because like I said, it's kind of near and dear to this channel's heart. And we'll kind of see where it goes. I think it's going to be it's going to continue on a path of being kind of special as tokens go. We'll see. We will see where everything goes. Let's take a look at core real quick since I gotcha. This is an interesting CORE. What is this? Just out of my own curiosity, because I'm not core. It's at 85. $1.46. 2.1 billion supply. It's already out there. Oh, it's not out there. There's only 41% out there. How long is this bad boy? This is just a quick look at this thing. This has been around. Here's the last year. Okay. Here is. It's been around since March of this year. It looks like. All-time high 647, all-time low 34.3. See, when you look into stuff, it's like there's just, and I have no clue what this thing does. It's not on very many markets. About Core. Core's built on an L1 blockchain. That's interesting. That's compatible with Ethereum Virtual Machine, EVM. Therefore can run Ethereum smart contracts and decentralized apps, dApps. Kind of normal what everything can do. The core network's powered by Satoshi Plus Consensus, which secures network through a combination of delegated Bitcoin mining, hash, and delegated proof of stake. Protocols backed by its native core. Okay. Who are the founders? Global team of contributors. Better 3.0. Satoshi Plus. See, like with this, again, not financial advice. Everyone's portfolio is different. Do what you want to do. To me, it's nothing. It's up because you're going to get various cryptos that are up in this market now. Because we're in a bull market. So they're going to be up, they're going to be down. To me, I don't buy tokens when they're up like that. Unless it's a special situation, Why are they up, I don't see anything special about this. I could be completely wrong. So do your own research, people. But they do have a DAO. The mainnet was launched in 2023. The blockchain is powered by a decentralized autonomous organization where the DAO is responsible for the development of the Satoshi Plus ecosystem. This seems like a bunch of hype. It does have a small token amount. The thing is about this, and this is what I'm always leery of, is it's only got 40% out there. And that means at the proper time, whoever buys now gonna get dumped on good. So I'm not big on those. I like it when it's already out, and some people call me nuts, but I like them early, but it's gotta be a special situation, Like Cast, for instance, it's gonna be out there. First of all, the tech seems special to me. It's unique what they're doing. No one else is doing it. If they get to 10 blocks out the gate, it's a first. No one's ever done it. So to me, that's looking kind of special, So here's their 1 month, here's their 1 year, here's their all time. And they're almost fully launched. They have over 80%, and it was a fair launch. So it doesn't say anything about VCs. They got a DAO with the other one. It's not proof of work. It's not on as many exchanges. What exchanges was that on? Core. Let's take a quick look here. This is an interesting compare and contrast. That's got, they're on some. They're not on like Coinbase. They're not on any that really, they are on BitTrue. That's interesting. Although BitTrue will pick some stuff up. OKX, MEXC, they all go on that early. I don't know. To me, nothing special about this. Nothing, but what do I know? You know? Again, significant positions of high quality stuff that you want to be in. You know, that's the name of the game to me. But other people like to waddle in, you know, meme coins. So, I don't know. All I know is I think the bull run started. I think we're 2 weeks away from the halving, basically. And there's a lot of turmoil out there. You see what's going on in the real world. You see it's basically currency wars now. We need to keep our rates up. And the BRICS, it's competition now. Do your own research. There is a battle, a war going on with currencies, treasuries, the global reserve currency. So, and something's going to give, and it's not going to be that the U.S. loses everything and, you know, we lose the reserve currency, and, you know, we might do that over time, but, you know, all you have to do if you're seriously thinking about that is look at the DXY. And you're going to notice when the DXY, when it's serious and other currencies are just kicking our ass from here to kingdom come, this isn't going to be 104.49. It's that simple. You know, we're crushing the world right now. Here's the 6 month. Ooh, we got down to almost 100. Now we're back up to 105. Here's 106. You know, let's look at the, so again, this is the U.S. currency versus a basket of the other currencies, which I think it's like the Japanese yen, British pound. I don't know. It's a few of the major currencies, but it's a telltale, right? This is year to date. It's basically, no. The Japanese yen is getting crushed lately. Let's do a 3-year. Okay. If you go to the what's his name? He's got the dollar milkshake theory. Look that up. It's fascinating, and I'm seeing it play out. We are gobbling up the world, but it's also not going to be accepted because we need the world to buy our treasuries. They're trying to get off the dollar. It's a battle. So we'll see what happens, and all these weird things are happening. You know, economic wars start before physical wars. So keep it in mind. Just want to compare and contrast. This is the Dixie. You can always look at this if you really think stuff's going to hell in a handbasket with our currency. Just pull up the Dixie. It's real easy. DXY. You'll see. I mean, you'll know when this starts plummeting to, you know, whatever. But instead, really, that's not happening. And our inflation is a joke compared to pretty much every other country. It's like panic time. So, head on a swivel, people. Fascinating stuff. We'll keep you posted with some other stuff. I want to just do a quick recap of CAS. I think it's interesting. We'll see what the market's doing, what it's going to do in this bull market. Don't forget, people, we got a giveaway coming up. We need one more sub, man, to push it over. And then we'll talk about how we're going to give what we're going to give away. It may have something to do with this. So, all right, people, don't forget, God helps those who help themselves. So, pull up your big boy pants or big girl pants and go to work, people. There's a ton of opportunity. There's a ton of stuff going on and negative stuff, but there's also a ton of opportunity out there. So take advantage of it and, you know, help those in need, because there's a lot of that out there too, people. If you're in the position to help people and you get an opportunity, do it. Hopefully this helps. You got something about this or from this. Hit the like and subscribe. Give us a comment. We'll get another crash on here soon. We're going to have a guest of some sort. And, you know, have a great Easter. And this is Edy, and I'm out. Have a good one, people. Happy Easter!